We're on board the beautiful Celebrity Beyond cruise ship, and we're going to take you into the controversial Infinite Veranda Stateroom. Here's the good, bad, and ugly of Celebrity Cruises Infinite Veranda Stateroom. Thanks so much for joining us today. My name's Jared. Jordan is out booking your cruises as we are both travel agents. If you want to book your next celebrity cruise, please go to jjcruise.com. We are happy to book your next cruise vacation. We are currently standing in one of the most controversial cruise cabins out there. In all cruise lines, out of all cruise ships, this is the cabin that gets more controversy than any other cabin. We're going to tell you the good, bad, and ugly that we have found from staying in an Infinite Veranda stateroom on board the beautiful Celebrity Beyond. But this cabin exists on many cruise ships, including Celebrity Edge, Celebrity Apex, and the upcoming Celebrity Ascent, as well as the newly released Celebrity Excel cruise ships. Let's get started first and foremost with the good. We have to talk about the extra space and how spacious this cruise cabin really is. With around 250 square feet, there is 24% more space in this veranda cabin because of the Infinite Veranda. Now, if you are brand new to this type of stateroom, the Infinite Veranda is this glass wall that makeshifts and turns into a veranda. So yes, it's like a glass window that can be brought down electronically and made into a balcony. With this addition, you now have your balcony inside of your stateroom. We love this extra space, especially for long voyages like the one we were just on, which is a 14-night transatlantic cruise. We can't talk about the space without talking about the overall design of this stateroom. And not just in the design that we typically talk about, even though it's airy, fresh, makes you feel right at home and comfortable, we have to talk about the innovative design as well. For example, the desk in front of the mirror, which is your vanity space, can convert and go into your actual storage space, so you have a full-length mirror and more space into your cruise cabin. Of course, if you need it back out to work on the laptop or maybe put on some makeup, you can do that as well. On top of this comes new technology to where you can go ahead and control your cabin from your phone. Yes, on the Celebrity app, you can go ahead and close your blinds. You can change the temperature in your stateroom, maybe turn on the TV, or change the lights to ambient mood lighting. I know I mentioned that you can change the temp on your phone, but one thing we have to note here is the temperature has been fantastic in our cruise cabin the entire cruise. We have been in both cold climates all the way to hot and humid, and no matter what the climate, we're able to adjust the temp and it adjusts quickly. This includes putting down the actual Infinite Veranda, making it into a veranda, and then putting it back up. The room cools down within 20 minutes or less. It's really nice and something that we appreciate knowing that this is such a controversial cabin. We can't talk about the design without talking about storage. We were on 14 nights and that needs a lot of storage space. We are happy to say that the storage has been fantastic in this room, from the closet space having multiple rods for hanging clothes, as well as 3 drawers and a safe. There's this hidden closet space right next to the closet that just goes right into design and has cubby holes throughout. We've actually been able to put all of our shoes inside there, as well as our hats and a few accessories as well. Then you have your traditional drawer space. The dressers here are spacious as well, very deep, full of stackable clothing such as t-shirts, jeans, whatever you name it, socks, underwear. You can put it in a storage space here on the Celebrity Beyond in an Infinite Veranda. I have to also mention that below the bed is fantastic for putting away all the bigger luggage. And we have some with this being such a long cruise. Speaking of the bed, another great thing about this cabin is the comfortability of the bed. This bed is so comfortable. Whether we have a long day or a short, easy day, we come back to this bed and conk out because it is so comfortable, so relaxing. Now we have a concierge class Infinite Veranda, but the great thing is with Infinite Verandas, You have everything from the regular Infinite Veranda to the concierge class to the aqua class Infinite Verandas, and all three of them are almost exactly the same. The only minute differences are some amenities in the bathroom, as well as a few other amenities within the room. One of those amenities I have to mention with the bed is the pillow menu. I love the isotonic pillow, and having just a selection of different types of pillows that fit your needs is really nice and a great add for that concierge class experience. Now, I mentioned that this can be the same design stateroom for a couple different varieties of categories, including that of aqua class. Well, when you go into the bathroom, there are a few things we have to note that are different within the concierge class, aqua class, and the regular verandas, infinite verandas, I should say. That being mostly the brands of the amenities. You get some upgraded brands when it comes to soap, shampoo, and conditioner. But the one thing you do have to note, and we have to make sure this is well known, the aqua class cabins are the only ones that have the upgraded shower head and sometimes jet sprays as well. On the infinite verandas for the regular and the concierge class, the shower does remain the same, a standard shower, though still very nice. We love this bathroom space. It's definitely we've gone on multiple premium cruise lines and a lot of different cruise lines, and these are some of the most spacious bathrooms for a regular infinite veranda or balcony cabin that we've ever seen. It is so nice, relaxing, inviting. The glass storage shower space is big enough to where you don't have to touch the walls while you're showering or touch a dirty shower curtain. It is just a beautiful, elevated environment that we love to be in when we have to be in there for the bathroom. So we love a lot of things about the Infinite Verandas on the Celebrity Edge class ships, including that we're on the Celebrity Beyond. We are in room 11250, but we have to talk about the bad. And there really isn't a lot to say here, but there are some important things to note. The first is the obvious. The Infinite Veranda is controversial because of the actual veranda itself. Pushing a button and having your veranda go down very slowly and it getting very hot and humid really makes it hard to love in some of those really hot and humid climates. That being said, with the newer class ships like the Celebrity Beyond cruise ship, the dividers that are accordion doors do close, and when they're closed, the AC stays on in the main room. So it does really help combat the hot, humid nature of the Caribbean or other spaces around the world that this ship may sail in. That being said, we know there are plenty of people out there that just prefer a traditional balcony, traditional veranda, and if that's you, that's completely fine. We typically love these staterooms and love the extra space, but we understand it's not for everyone. The other one bad, and this is very minute, very small detail, is the outlets on the sides of the bed. There's actually only outlets on one side of the bed, and on the other side of the bed is the phone, and there is a USB outlet within the phone, but besides that, there's no traditional outlet, and so if you have some of those chargeable devices, it may be harder to charge on one side of the bed than the other. Once again, very minute, not something that everyone cares about, but for the modern working world that we're in today, sometimes those small, minute details really do make a difference. Now, it's time for the ugly, and before we get into the ugly, please, we invite you to subscribe to the channel. We are so close to 50,000 subscribers. You can make the difference and get us to our goal of 50K. And while you're at it, please hit that thumbs up. We appreciate it in advance. With our room being more in the aft section of the cruise ship, not far aft, just more mid-aft, if you will, we have noticed the motion. Now, we're also on deck 11, so we're a little higher up in the stateroom category, but the motion has led to creaking. We, of course, were on a transatlantic cruise, 14 days, and with it being so many rough days at sea, we did get a lot of creaking. This kept us up a few nights, just for a few hours, but at the end of the day, we want to note it because we do think that this is something that can really be a factor for you if you are a light sleeper. When it comes to the creaking sounds, it's not always preventable. In fact, we hear that that's a good thing overall for a cruise ship to do. It means it has some give to it and that it's built that way. However, if you are someone that's a lighter sleeper, make sure you're getting the most midship cabin possible. Sometimes you can't prevent it though. A transatlantic cruise could have really rough seas, and you just have to be ready to roll with the punches. That is the good, bad, and ugly of Infinite Veranda staterooms on Celebrity Cruises. We love this type of category and book it as many times as we can. However, we know that there are people with difference of opinions. Let us know your comments below. Have you sailed an Infinite Veranda stateroom? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Tell us why in the comments below. We love to hear from you. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and that thumbs up while you're at it. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, see ya.